Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
These lovely views, you don't get that when you're flying. It's clouds and bump, and and turbulence. What about that?
Okay, it depends on. It gets to a stage whereby you see some views and they are breathtaking, because seeing them from above, it's a different perspective than you just going on the coach or driving along the road. You capture the view, like the entire view altogether. Yeah. So it's a different thing entirely, and it's a different feeling.
Yeah, I think that you have a good point there. Yeah, over to you, bro.
Well, I'll ask you another question. What percentage of the world's population would you say have never flown?
A percentage? All right. Shall I go first? All right, I'll go first.
Yeah.
I would say 76%. I've never flown.
What about Jerome? What do you think, Jerome?
Yeah, definitely over 70-80%.
Yeah, I'd say you're both very close to it. I mean, interestingly, there are different. You can look this up, in various places, and you may get a different result. As far as I can see, the most regularly quoted percentage is about 80 to 85%. Of the world have never flown. Now that's actually quite a remarkable statistic, isn't it? Because the planet, there's about 8 billion people, just under 8 billion people. And when you think of that, 80% are likely never to have boarded an aeroplane, that is quite remarkable. And probably a big part of that comes back to this flying fear. But sometimes, let me ask you another question. What percentage of the British population do you think have never flown?
Should I go first? I'll go first. I would say just over 60%.
Have never flown?
Yeah, I would say just over 60%.
Yeah.
Jerome, what do you think?
Yeah, because lots of, from my observation, lots of British nationals, they do lots of holidays within the UK, and by so doing, some of them don't fly. Lots of them don't fly. So I would agree with M on this.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, in fact, the various figures are bandied about, but I think the most accurate one is about 22% of British people, which is towards a quarter, isn't it? Just over a fifth, really. But 22% of people have never flown. And a lot of that would be people who are too nervous to fly, who've made a decision they don't want to fly. They're too frightened of it. Not all of them. Some would just, as Jerome said, some will holiday in this country, they'll drive, they go on the train or whatever. But a great many people around the world are very frightened of flying, as we say. And I guess, I don't know whether statistics on anything help us. I mean, lies, damn lies and statistics, we can almost say anything with statistics. But it's worth saying it with flying that it is statistically pretty much the safest place to be, even safer than in your own home, because people fall downstairs or trip up or burn themselves. Being in an aeroplane is incredibly safe. And would it make any difference to you, Cuz? I'd ask you this question. I mean, Jerome doesn't have a phobia. He's not frightened of it. That's great. Yeah. You would perhaps have a measure of fear. So if I said to you, not only is it the safest place to be in an aeroplane, but the odds of being in an air crash are, I'll tell you, I won't ask you because it's too wide a question, are 1 in 800 and 825.5 million to 1. Now, that's not far short of a billion. So 1 in 825 million to 1 of being involved in an air crash. Now, to win the Euro Millions lottery is 1 in 145 million. So you've got far more chance of winning that. I think the Powerball lottery in America, which they now have a $2 billion prize, the odds there are something like 1 in 600 or 700 million. So you've got more chance of that than ever being involved in an air crash. But perhaps a better statistic, a more encouraging one, is you could fly statistically every day for roughly 2,500 years. And even then...
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.